You want to make a lot of money? You want to be successful? How do I get from where I am to where I need to be? I didn't want to be rich. I just didn't want to be poor. I started 10 years ago with a vision and 2 employees, and now we're 250 people. We'll do 150 million this year. And every day when I get off the elevator and I walk into my office, it's this feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction, knowing that I had this vision and a few years later, it's real. You know, when I was younger, my parents didn't speak any English, and like many immigrants, since I was a little kid, I was 8 years old when we came to North America, and so I had to read the contracts. You know, when my dad bought a house, I had to read the mortgage and go through the paperwork. And when I was around 18 or 17, I looked at being, at that point, we were, you know, lower middle class. And I said, how do I get from where I am to where I need to be? And so I started calculating how much money I would have to make in order just to buy a house. And then I added the taxes into it and all the other stuff. And I realized how difficult it was going to be to accumulate capital. Because that's the hardest thing to do, is to accumulate capital. It's one thing to get paid a lot of money, but if you look at the tax system in North America, it's really hard to amass capital. And I just decided that I didn't want to be where I was. I didn't want to be middle class or lower middle class or mediocre. I just wanted to be great at something. Because I figured out that the people that I saw that were doing great things were fundamentally great at one thing. The analogy I always use is Peyton Manning gets paid $10 million a year. He doesn't get paid $10 million a year to tackle, to kick the ball, to play defense. He gets paid $10 million a year to do tasks and do it really, really well. Nobody makes you wealthy because you're okay at something. The world does not reward mediocrity, nor does it reward average. It only rewards exceptional. So you got to find that one thing that you're good at, and you got to become great at it. Because if you focus what you're not good at and try to become good at it, you're going to run into somebody who is going to clean your clock at it. When you think about success and you think about business and you think about being an entrepreneur, everybody wants to talk about the good times. And I always say to people, it's easy to be an entrepreneur when the sun is shining. It's easy to run your own business when there's good cash flow and people love you and there aren't many problems. But have that same desire to do it when your biggest customer just left, or do it when you don't have enough cash to make payroll, or do it when you've got real problems at home and nobody cares. Being a great entrepreneur is the ability to stay focused and highly motivated when there's failure around you. It's not your ability to handle success that'll decide how successful you'll be. It's your ability to absorb failure. Not take failure, not get hit, but absorb it. I mean, absorb it with every fiber of your body. When there are those days where you feel like, I just cannot go on. Get up on those days, get in front of your team, and get them going in the same direction, and be highly motivated on those days. Because if you can do it on those days, you can do it any day. Being a successful entrepreneur is really saying that because I expect people to call me up and say, I'll be your friend and look for sympathy. But it's true. The more successful you are as an entrepreneur, the lonelier it is, because there's just less people that you can hang out with. And the bigger you are, also the bigger the target on your back, and someone's always out to get you. When you're starting out and things aren't going well, misery really does find company. It's easy to find a lot of people to have a beer with and hang out with, but that level of focus to keep going is really difficult. And so one of the things I try to do is I look for people that have been where I want to go. And I love to learn. I've looked for many people along the way. From Warren Avis, the guy who started Avis Rent-A-Car, I used to work for him indirectly. He owned a holding company that I worked for, and he was a great guy. To people you've never heard of, to even some of the other sharks. I've learned from Dave and John. I've learned from a lot of people. The biggest lessons, and my biggest mentor was that, because that level of courage I had never seen in another human being. And when I was younger, I didn't really understand it. Once I got older, I understood the sacrifices that he had to make for me to be given the opportunity to be successful. I mean, he was 37 years old, left a communist country, crossed the border, hopped on a boat, and brought his wife and me, my mom and I, with one suitcase to a foreign country where he didn't speak the language, didn't know a single soul, and we had something like 20 bucks in our pockets. That's courage. And as I got older, what I really learned out of that is never complain, because number one, nobody cares, and two, all you deserve in life is an opportunity. Man, when something gives you an opportunity, you got to take it, you don't complain, and you got to go for it. I'm a highly emotional guy. I'm a highly passionate guy. I love my business. I love everything about it. Where I'm not emotional is when it comes to winning or losing. You've got to be very careful about not taking your own bias or emotion into a negotiation or into a fight or into anything, because you've got to be very clear what the goal is. And in business, the goal typically is to make money. When I went to sell my first business to AT&T, I didn't want to sell it. And so it was the night before we were supposed to close the deal. And so I changed my mind and I said, oh, I can't sell this business. And he looked at me and he said, why not? And I said, oh, it's my baby. And he said, no, it's not. It's a business. I said, no, it's my baby. And he goes, no, it's not. Your baby is what you have at home. That's your family. Your business is not your family. Your business is an asset that you started. And if you think we're paying you the right price, then you should sell it. If you think you can keep going and maximize the return, then don't sell it. And he was so non-emotional about it, it really hit home for me. I've seen more people make mistakes because they get angry or they get highly emotional in front of a customer or in front of a supplier. Leave your emotion at the doorstep. Business is about business. When you hit the real world, you're going to start competing with people who are really, really good at something. Technology, advertising, something, and they know it inside out. You want to make a lot of money, you want to be successful, you got to take those people on with a skill that you're world class at. I hate the word failure. I hate that label. I wake up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night sometimes when I feel like I'm going to fail or I'm a failure. You know, I run every day and I run pretty far, and sometimes, just like everybody, I get jet lag and I get tired. And when I get to that point where I feel I cannot go on, this little inner voice inside me says, what are you? A failure? And then I don't care if my feet are going to fall off and blood is going to start dripping out of my veins. I will not stop. I hate that word. I do not want to be defined by that word.
average, you beast mode. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. Everybody wants to live in a certain neighborhood. Everybody wants to be the top of the top. Everybody wants to be phenomenal until it's time to do what phenomenal does. Everybody. I told you that's why I'm not afraid. I'm not scared that some kid's gonna take my spot. If he does, he's gonna have to do it with sweat. He's gonna have to do it with tears. He's gonna have to do it with blood. He is going to have to get up at 2:30 in the morning. If he can get up every day at 2:30, he deserves to take my spot. Some people are taking your spot and they shouldn't take it, but because you're average, it's easy to take your spot. It's easy. It's easy to get to the place before you get there. It's easy to take that client before you get to him. It's easy. It's easy to beat you. Why? You average. It's easy to beat you. You're excited. You come to the conference. You listen to the stuff. You're excited. But let me tell you something. Everybody wants to be a beast. Tom's going to take care of you. All these great speakers, Jet's going to take care of you. Look, this thing is deep. They're going to give you a list of every single thing a beast needs to do. There's only one thing they cannot do. They cannot turn your beast mode on. All right, I'm going to say it one more time. They're going to give you all the beast instructions. You're going to be like, what? Wow, it's only 20 things to do to be a beast. But when you take all that information home, there's one thing that they cannot do for you, and that's called turn the beast mode on. If you can take all of this information and turn beast mode on, there's absolute, look, see, I don't know what time it is. I'm not sure. I'm on a whole different time zone. I don't really know what's going on with my body and why my body is not getting the sleep that it's supposed to get. But listen to me. One time I'm speaking at 9, another time I'm speaking at 8:30 at night, another time I'm signing books at 9 p.m. I don't care about the time. My body does not go with the time. I teach my body, you adjust to the engagement, you adjust to the gig, you adjust to the presentation, you adjust to the piece. Why? You're not average, you beast mode. So I don't care about what time it is. I have an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm in Australia. Every single time, I don't care if it's Melbourne, I don't care if it's Brisbane, I don't care if it's Sydney, whatever it is, and whatever it is, I've got to be in beast mode. Why? Because if I'm not in beast mode, Glenn's not bringing me back. I have to be in beast mode 24/7. And your problem is, you're like a university class. You are in beast mode Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday, Thursday, beast mode. Beast mode, 10 a.m. to 12, beast mode, 1 to 5. And I challenge you to make up the gap. I challenge you to go from average. I challenge you to go from good. I challenge you to go from great. And I challenge you to be phenomenal. I challenge you to live in beast mode because beast mode makes more money than average does, period.
Dark sauce. What a pleasant surprise. This morning's full of surprises, Leonidas.
We've been tricked. There'll be more than a few hundred. This is a surprise.
Silence. We heard Sparta was on the warpath. We were eager to join forces.
If it is blood you seek, you're welcome to join us.
But you bring only this handful of soldiers against Xerxes? You see, I was wrong to expect Sparta's commitment to at least match our own.
Doesn't it? You, there. What is your profession?
I'm a potter. So.
And you, Arcadian, what is your profession?
Sculptor, sir.
And you?
Blacksmith.
Spartans! What is your profession? You see, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.
Good morning, everybody, and moderators. Good morning to you guys. I need your help real quick. Let's everybody type in the chat room where you're zooming in from, and moderators, if I can get your help, let's call out these names of these people that are zooming in all over the world. Got a super special guest on with us today, so let's do it. I see Sadat there. Let's see, Frisco,
Texas, Maryland, Detroit,
Chattanooga, Tennessee,
Africa,
Houston,
Illinois, Texas, Seattle,
South Carolina,
New York, yeah, Columbia,
from New York, Juanita.
Bama,
Good morning, Ann.
Missouri,
Maryland. Morgan, good morning.
Texas,
Dawood Hassan, good morning.
Tennessee, in the house.
Rachel Rideout in the house.
Virginia,
Irene from New York.
Delaware, the first state
Good
in the
morning.
building. FLI.
Juan
Martinez out of New York.
Arizona,
Juan
Nashville,
Martinez, Nueva York, good morning. Buenos
Morning,
dias.
Pennsylvania,
Jamal L in the
Sonia
house.
Anthony, Lansing, Michigan.
Boston, baby,
all right,
yeah.
welcome
South Africa
everybody.
in the house.
South Africa in the house.
We smooth.
Rafus
Pontiac,
Jones.
Thank you, moderator.
Good morning, world.
Aou.
Thank you, everybody, for helping me give shout outs to the people that are on the platform today. We got people zooming in from all over the world, so multiple different countries, literally all 50 states. Looks like they're here. And you picked a good day to be on the Power Call. Every day is a good day to be on the Power Call. We've got a super special guest on our call today. Got a little bit of technical hoops to jump through, so let me see if I can make this happen smoothly. But definitely you guys are going to be excited with our guest for today. Let me tell you just a little bit about myself real quick. My name is Mike Dalco. I spent 15 years as a mortgage banker. I won't call the name of the bank, but they call it Wells Fargo. And had a good time working for that company. Thought that was going to be my career, but Karatbars freed me up from that. My wife spent over 20 years as a corporate trainer. I will not name the name of that company for some real high level issues. Retired full-time employees. We no longer have to do that. We're retired from corporate America. We're full-time Karatbars affiliates, having a lot of success in this business. I've been full-time in this business since March 3rd of 2014. We recently just were celebrated with the incentive. We earned the incentive of the C300 Mercedes-Benz. So Karatbars is truly the real deal. I'm going to quickly get my wife to do the overview, and then we're going to get into this amazing call for today.
Good morning, everyone. This is the Karatbars overview. An e-commerce company has made available a simple wealth building system for everyone on the planet who is 18 years of age and over, with 3 optional ways to participate. Option 1, we all start here. We complete the free registration for our gold savings account and start acquiring Karatbars gold in small increments. Karatbars International has made it easy by making available a feature called Auto Exchange. At Wealth Builders Worldwide, we call that Pay Yourself First. You set up your account to automatically exchange your paper currency for Karatbars gold weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. You simply set it, forget it, and then go back and increase it. Activating this feature allows you to automatically pay yourself first with physical gold. Option 2, save and earn. As an independent affiliate, when you save gold for yourself and share with others how to do the same, you position yourself to be compensated monthly through our Unilevel System Compensation Plan. You are virtually in business for yourself in over 140 plus countries worldwide. Option 3, maximize your earning potential. You may choose one of several business packages which position you to generate cash flow monthly and weekly through our dual system compensation plan. These packages are income producing assets. Some people have asked, why Karatbars? A Karatbars Gold Savings Account gives you protection against future financial crisis and rapid inflation. It protects your hard-earned paper currency with physical gold. Karatbars International has the only system in the world where you can get free gold. Gold is a store of wealth and value, and is an appreciating asset. There are three major benefits of a Karatbars Gold Savings Account. 1. You can now start saving physical gold in small increments. 2. Karatbars International puts you in position to build a global business from the comfort of your home. And 3. There are significant tax advantages to owning a home-based business. Here is our Wealth Builders worldwide mission: to provide individuals worldwide with the tools required to enhance their lives, achieve their dreams, and build massive wealth. We are salespeople. We are a sales team. We do not sell products, goods, or services. We sell people on the infinite possibilities of their lives and the power of their dreams. We sell people on never giving up. We believe this is a noble cause. Now, if you are a guest on the line today, get back to the person that invited you to this call and let them know you are ready to open your Karatbars Gold Savings Account right now.
All right, thank you so
back
much.
to you.
Mr. Dalco, and ladies and gentlemen, I am honored. Now, it was a great pre-call. I don't want to minimize it. For sure, be in beast mode. Turn your beast mode on, okay? Do the things to do. It's got to be in your heart. And I like what Mr. Herkovitz was talking about, overcoming those obstacles, not having any excuses whatsoever. And this gentleman that I'm going to bring to the floor right now is, I'm sorry, but I just got to say it. He is absolutely my favorite Karatbars colleague there in Stuttgart. This gentleman is Mr. Everything to our teams. If you've never met him, then I'm excited for today to be the first day that you get to meet him. His name is Mr. Thomas Valet. He is the International Director, Global Director of Communications for Karatbars. And I wanted to just kind of stop my screen share and let all the moderators say hello to our colleague there in Stuttgart. Let's
Hello,
see.
Mr. Valet.
Good morning, Mr. Valet.
Hey, Sherry. Hey, guys.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, Mr. Tommy Valet.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
To see you.
Dante, hi. Pleasure,
Mr. Valet,
pleasure. Yeah, pleasure. Hey,
Mr. Valet,
Rodney.
I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. I guess I'm sorry for over talking. I know we got a little bit of time delay. I want to say thank you for being on with us today and taking this moment. I know how busy, I literally know how busy you really are. A lot of people may not know how busy this gentleman is, but I posed a couple of questions. I wrote down a couple of questions for you to really kind of let people know how important you are to this team. Now, I'm not going to ask you for a resume, but these are some pointed questions, and I think the real essence of who you are and how important you are to our team and our company will come out in these two questions. We were on an international flight together, and you made this statement to me. I think we were somewhere between Amsterdam and South Africa, and I was asking you about your relationship with Dr. Seitz. And you made this statement about when you first heard him speak, something happened to you. I want you to share with the team what that feeling was when you first heard Harold Seitz speaking, and I might have another couple of questions for you.
Okay. First thing, I'm going to break your timeline, Michael, that's sure. Hello, Lisa. Thank you for being here. It's a big honor for me to see you in times of Corona and in this format. Believe me, we miss you. We miss the events. We miss to meet and hug you. Patrice, Sherry, Roger. It's disgusting not to be able to travel. Anyhow, whatever it is, gold is the solution of those times. And our story has never been more in place than up to now, okay? I'm just a brave soldier of the Karatbars company, not more, not less. I'm not important, but I love to serve the vision and the family, my Karatbars family. It's a real intention for me, and as I already said it from stage, Karatbars is running in my DNA. Before I start to talk about Mr. Seitz, I would like to congratulate you, Michael, for the achievement of that long-term incentive and this wonderful Mercedes-Benz car. You and Monisha, you rock it. Give him a hand, those two wonderful and lovely friends of mine. I'm so honored and proud on this, you know what I mean, on reaching that goal.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, because look, as Michael always said it, there is absolutely zero reason not to have an account with Karatbars. And there are hundreds of reasons to have one. And all the stories we collect in our Karatbars family of success, dramatic stories, people coming from the street up to levels they never even thought about before. And our community makes it happen because we carry those people to their success, because we are more than an affiliate or network marketing company. We understand ourselves as a family, as caretakers, and who are always interested to give the new attendees in our company rises up to the next level. That's very, very important to me. Even my children love Karatbars. Meanwhile, they got the thought of gold, they understand it, and that they are not active. They do their studies in the moment, but I'm very sure they're going to open an account in the moment they're finished with it. So I know Mr. Seitz, or Harold as I called him, is a friend of mine. Even that I'm an employee of his company, we are able to difference that in the right way. I know Harold now, meanwhile, since 22 years, and we started in direct sales on vacuum cleaners. A very important technical things, okay? And we just did it without any dates on customers or agreements for presentation. We just walked the road along, left side he, right side me, and we rang the doors and introduced ourselves and presented those machines and sold them, right? So we know what sales means, right? And we always treated people in a fair way. We never hooked them on something. As well, we did it later on in the financial advisory business, where our ways divided. He made his story, I made mine. But it came up about, meanwhile, 7 years ago that a company I was involved got connected to gold. And the only person I knew who is related to gold and has some serious information for me was Harold Seitz. So I called him and went to his office in Stuttgart without knowing anything about Karatbars. And we met each other, and he told me what he created in the last 6 years with Karatbars. And I was amazed. I was just, wow, because as a financial advisor, and Michael will agree on that, you are always, let's say, working with and that's my personal experience, with a bit of a bad taste at the very end, because you never know what you sell to your people until the product is, let's say, finalized. Like life insurance policies and real estate markets, whatever, and you never know what on that road to those people you are consulting with, what happens to them in their entire life, and it has always impact on the product. And if something went wrong in this way, the only one who is guilty at the very end is the one who sold it, right? They don't remember that you informed them of that risk or this possibility or whatever. They don't remember. So that's totally different on gold. There is no possible mistake on gold because it's real money. Okay, you never will lose when you're saving gold or when you purchase gold. There is no absolute no way to lose. And this is the first company where you have a product where you, let's say, definitely don't sell something to the people. You just offer them the opportunity to exchange, paper waste, right, against gold. And that's what's amazing. So you can talk to everybody. There is nobody who should not be interested in that story. Okay, and on that date when I met Harold, I was sitting in front of him, listening to his vision, and to be honest, I was energized. I was energized in my hair. I got goosebumps. I really got goosebumps because it's not just a story he is telling. He's a strong believer of his mission and his vision. And I'm with the company now, operative in the company, because he asked me, okay, so Thomas, what are you doing? What is your next plan? And I said, okay, I'm looking for an opportunity on my ideal on that gold business. I presented to him, and he said, I'm sorry, I can't go into such a, it was about a lottery, to be honest. However, and he said, I can't do something like that because I have to protect my house, my family. If something goes wrong with Karatbars, because we are operating on regulations which are quite risky to the company, I can't do it. There are hundreds of thousands of affiliates I'm in charge for. And he meant that. He meant that from his heart. And this was a game changer for me. And then he said to me, listen, I'm looking for somebody I can trust in my company for a project manager regulating some stuff for me, which will be later on in the company. Are you interested? And I just said yes. And we agreed on the condition, and this was the time when I started. And after all those years now, I experienced on my own that on the Karatbars path we are going through, always at the right point, people or solutions or ideas show up, which helps the family to take the next step, the next level. Okay, like we did it with crypto. Okay, we had our bumps. We always have some bumps in our history, but that's quite normal. Okay. I mean, your most amazing president, Abraham Lincoln, he went bankrupt, I think, 5 times before he was elected to the president, right? Every big story which we have in life has his bumps. And if you are a first mover in new industries or new products, new solutions, there will always be challenges. But the very interesting thing is that we took every hurdle on our way up to now. And I'm a 100% believer that this never will change. And there is one reason for that, just one reason, because Karatbars and the mission and the vision of Karatbars in itself is absolutely positive. There is no lack of questioning and scamming people or screwing people. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to store anything. The only thing what you can do as an affiliate of our company is taking profit, personal-wise, money-wise, security-wise, freedom-wise. That's all. And I'm standing strong for that, definitely. Okay?
I can definitely vouch for that, Mr. Valet. Guys, when I tell you, no matter what the challenges are, and if anybody thinks that you're going to have a global business in 148 countries whose product is physical gold, getting gold to the masses over borders and laws and regulations and customs and boundaries and taxes and all these different things without having a lot of challenges, you're living in Narnia. You're living in fantasy world. And when I call over to Mr. Valet, and no matter how severe the challenges, he says, send me email, I fix it. And he fixes it. And so, Mr. Valet, I know you got some slides you wanted to show. I do have them in my deck. Do you want me to show the slides and you talk, or do you want to share your screen?
I would appreciate if you do it, because I'm not a real technical guy to run Zoom calls.
Okay,
So try it. If
as
you get it done, it would be wonderful.
Okay, well, as I'm pulling this up, my last question for you is, why are you so steadfast about Karatbars? Like, you never change. I know Dr. Patrice and Mr. Best, myself, had a chance to be on lots of calls with you, and you're always smiling, no matter how severe it is. You're always just that rock. Why is it that you never change?
That's quite easy.
Did I lose you, Thomas?
I think that the source of
there
that
you
is. So, can you understand me? Can you understand me?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes,
Yes,
we
I
hear
can.
you. Yes, we
Can you
hear
still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Thomas.
Okay, great.
Yes,
So
we
I
can hear you.
think I think the reason for that is in my childhood. My father and my mother. My father ran a butchery and a restaurant, right? And they purchased that location in the year I was born. So, in short, I grew up in a restaurant, okay? And a restaurant is people's business, just easy. And it's about serving people, giving them a good time, making them happy, and with good products at a fair price. And that went into my brain, quite easy. So you could say I'm somebody who loves people just in general, and who is never in a way thinking negative on people. Okay, everybody has his chance, even a second one, and if necessary, a third one. Everybody makes mistakes in lives, no problem, as long as the people treat you with, let's say, the necessary respect, which is given in interacting together. And wherever a problem is, there is a solution. That's law. That's law. It may not be the solution you have been looking for, but there will always be a solution. And that's why I'm positive. And under stress, I'm becoming phenomenal. I love that. That's all. That's the reason.
Well, thank you, Thomas.
That's the reason why
I know that I speak. Well, I know I speak for the rest of the affiliates here. We appreciate you so much for everything you do. I do have your slides pulled up. Yeah, that Ms. Glassby, I'm trying to fix it. I have your slides pulled up, Mr. Valet, so you can proceed.
I saw it. I see it. Okay. Before we start, that's very important. That's very important for me, to anybody in this call here. I had an experience in South Africa on stage. I had a speed on stage and went off stage. This was our first big event in Cape Town, and two women came to me, shook my hand, and said, "Thank you, Mr. Valet. Thank you, Karatbars, for giving us the opportunity to earn money in a way and bring our children back to school." That moved me very much. And to all of you out here listening right now, everybody of you has this wonderful opportunity in your hand to give that gift and this opportunity to other people. Maybe they don't know it up to now, but maybe some see the chance, take it, and change their lives. And that's what makes me stand up every morning, come to the office, and do that job as good as possible. Okay, so now to our slides. Karatbars, news, go ahead, give me the next one. Give me the next one. Michael. Are we still in?
Yes, you should see the next slide.
We have a few news. So Okay, wonderful, wonderful. I have it. As you all know, we are still in delay with Impulse K1 phones. Most of the phones are already delivered. We had, as everybody, I think, troubled through this Corona crisis on delivery possibilities. They were locked down for a while. We are looking forward that we receive the last units, hopefully including the Impulse K1 phones from the incentive, the red ones, which are labeled on Mr. Sites, within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And in the moment they are in Germany, our delivery department will wrap them up and send it out to you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for supporting us and being patient on that. The WIM laptop as well, it's a key product for our ecosystem. It's just about secured communication, secured storage, and secured, let's say, banking. I just overlined that. We have a delay on that. We will start delivery in 2 months. And on the next slide, you will see that Mr. Seitz respects your note. I think one before, Michael, this was one too fast. Delivery starts in 2 months, and we will have a gift for those people who bought WIM laptops. They will receive a voucher in the value of 250 euros, okay, for a new product, which is coming as well in June. And believe me, yes, the next one, and believe me, this will amaze you. It's all about education in this moment, and you will have 250 euro voucher in your account to use it at this new opportunity from the company. The next slide, please. Okay. I don't have a forecast, so yes, in June. Karatpay, we will have Karatpay back full established over the blockchain, right? So 100% secure transactions from universe, from place to place. This is a very important step to us. And in as well the next month, so June will be a fabulous month for you. We will have the new surprise for you, for our community, where Karatpay plays a big role so far, and it's very important to have it secured on blockchain. Next slide, please. More news now from my side. We load up and installed a new landing page. Michael, I don't know if you are able to show the landing page shortly here online. If not, doesn't matter. You have this landing page, this new link to your referral link for the landing page in your back office. It's a complete new, for me, it's a complete new tool to support, recruit, and support your prospects, your upcoming prospects. It's an explaining, let's say it's more than a web page than a landing page in general. It's just not a pop-up and, hey, look, for that we offer freedom, success, and money. No, it's way more detailed, and you have a wonderful opportunity to share this with your prospects and explain them front up what Karatbars is about and what Karatbars stands for. This was up to now not in that good way possible, but I think we made, as all our leaders confirmed us, we made a good job on that, and we are very proud to offer this opportunity. Then I would like to ask you and your teams, use all possibilities, all channels of being informed from Karatbars. As you know, we have our Facebook channel on social media, Facebook and as well YouTube. But to have detailed information, it's very, very important for you, please, to look daily once. And I think that's not the big request in general. Have once daily a look in your back office and check the latest news. There could be important news which are really, really necessary to know. Okay, we now installed since Mr. Pulvermüller, my dear colleague, our new head of global sales, Mr. Pulvermüller, with Markus Bratschko, European sales director, Norbert Take, our sales director, my lovely colleague Norbert, with our sales director for Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. We installed update calls. This means every 2 weeks you will have the possibility to join a webinar from us. Those webinars are announced on our Telegram channel as well as on Facebook. And we have it in English every Wednesday, I think, right, Norbert? Every second Wednesday, we have those update calls in the English and Spanish language. And on the following Monday, then in German language for our German region here, as said, Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. So you can make sure on those calls that you are on the very updated front, that no question in average is open or left open. If you're a business owner, you have to open the letterbox and look for the bills and the offers, whatever. So that's the same thing, right? If we understand ourselves as entrepreneur, and that's very important, yeah, you have to have possibilities and use it, and you have to solve duties and serve it. Very important. And if you are not updated, you maybe give the wrong information out to your field, and this is destructive to your whole organization. And that's what you surely do not want to reach. A very special occasion from my side. I'm proud to be the first one who is able to announce it. On the 21st of May, we will have a live online event from and with Norbert Kiyosaki. Okay. I think everybody knows Robert, not Norbert, sorry, Robert Kiyosaki, well-known person, rich author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and more published books. So we have the honor to be invited as Karatbars family on this live webinar, which is in general run by Robert Kiyosaki. The link to this webinar will be given out on Facebook on when, Norbert? Tomorrow morning.
Tried to tell
tomorrow. So check out tomorrow for the Facebook post of Karatbars. You will find that link there, and enjoy the knowledge of Robert Kiyosaki in this webinar. So for me, and sometimes I'm speechless. Really, sometimes I'm speechless. I don't understand it. As you know, since we entered this crypto business, right? We experienced, unfortunately, but that's a general problem of this business. We experienced a lot of fraudsters who are claiming online on different social media channels that they offer to claim bonus KBCs or KCBs or whatever, and invite you on scam pages which are perfectly made. That's really true. It looks like a Karatbars social media page, and they offer you, come on, click this link and get some KCB or KBC bonus. Okay. And my leaders on Skype sent me, can you delete that? Can you comment that? Whatever. To be honest, no, we can't do that anymore. because I would have, we would have to install 3 or 4 employees just looking for those fraud things. But people, family, use your brain. It's just easy. We will never, and it's announced multiple times, we will never, ever offer on social media gifts to you which are coming out of a wallet and moving into a wallet. We will never, ever ask you for any data of usernames, email addresses online, because that's too dangerous. And it's silly. It's silly. It's the same like you would operate your wallet full of dollars and run around through whatever area open and with 10,000 bucks in it. You can be sure that somebody comes over and grabs it. We will never ever do that. So I don't understand why anybody is listening to such announcements, clicking on it, and after that crying, ah, I got hacked. Please, better before, when you see that offer, when you see an offer, like, report it to your upline, report it on Facebook to us, okay? Send in an email to our support team. And we try then with our compliance department to address Twitter, to address YouTube, where this bullshit, I'm sorry, where this bullshit is operating, okay, and try to find a solution. But the problem, ladies and gentlemen, is that in the moment we try to get such a announcement, such a post down, in the same time 10 other posts are popping up. Those are professionals. We are acting here with professional gangsters. They are always on this technical stuff one step ahead of us. So it makes no sense to run after them. It just makes sense to inform you. Don't do it. Just leave them. And as long as people are ready and able to click those buttons and they make money of that, they will not stop. In the moment nobody clicks, they're going to stop it. They're going to address other companies. Okay? So as long as we see those posts, we know we are making, we are making, taking the wrong decision of making and taking the wrong action. Forget it. We don't give you gifts on that. And if we're going to inform you by email, okay, we're going to ask you for your data by email. And as you know, in each email, you have this code in the bottom line, and you can check if it's originally from Karatbars or not. As well as you can check that gold on original 999.9 24 carats by taking your beep thing, what is it called, your laser gun, and checking if the DNA code which is on that gold bar is reacting on this control instrument. Black light, and it's from us. That's quite easy. Never give anything, never announce usernames on Facebook. Sometimes I see posts. Friday last week, South Africa. I'm sorry, you know I love South Africa. It was South African region. An affiliate posted a picture from another affiliate sitting at home with, let's say, maybe 200 grams of cash gold, tabletop in bundles, right? And she posted that on Facebook, and I contacted that, doesn't matter which sex this person is, and just asked her, excuse me, do you have green light for that picture? Because it's not you, right? And she said, no, why? I said, because you are sitting with your post, this person in South Africa under life risk. Are you aware of that? If somebody knows this person by picture and knows where the bedroom is she sleeps in, she may have the idea that this gold is in this house and come over and grab a bit of it, right? So we have to think about what we are announcing out there. And I really just can ask you, and I mean this really serious, just announce what you saw from corporate side. Okay? Don't announce any kind of income opportunities in figures. Never do that. Because we don't promise that. You shouldn't do it either, because if it does not happen, we have to send them to you in case of trouble, right? Our business is so clear, and we have so many possibilities of success, even in this room. There is no need to. We have the best education system in the world. We have the Michael Delcoes, we have the Sherry Browns, the Roger Williams, Matthew Tylers, and Patrice Gordons. You can easily contact if you need support or advice through your upline. Everything is possible at Karatbars, out of money. It's there. So don't post things like that. It's not about money on Karatbars. It's not about money. Money follows Karatbars if you take the right action. Money is the result of helping other peoples to create income streams, safety and security and freedom to their lives. Money is just a result. We are not a greedy system, we are not a fast rich system, but we are a constant growing system which gives you levels up in your life, wherever you stay, without any problem. That's what I stand for. And it's, for me, very important always to pray that, but I'm sorry, I'm not able to pray as wonderful as Dr. Patrice does this from stage, right? But it's, yeah, but it's so important to get that thought in our brains, right? I mean, I had a Michael, do I run out of time?
No, we have a few more minutes for you.
Okay, so it was an amazing experience for me. I was invited, that's the nice part of my job. If there is no Corona, we can travel and we get invited to different places in the world. Unfortunately, I wasn't able up to now to come to Atlanta, because always when it was short to come to the Let's Go weekend, a new colleague came in, which was more important to show up in Atlanta than me, which is totally fine. We're gonna meet there, I'm very sure. I was invited to Nassau, Bahamas. Okay, maybe some of you have been there for holidays. So now listen very carefully. On the Bahamas, there is a total population of about 350,000 people. Okay, and we have 15,000 plus affiliates there. Okay, that's 2.5% or up to 3% of the entire population are doing Karatbars business. Okay, wow. Just imagine we would have that average percentage in Canada or USA or South Africa. We would kindly laugh about 1 million, and I mean 1 million affiliates is a lot, but we would have 20 million affiliates there. And that's the goal we have to reach. So back to the Bahamas. I came to the Bahamas and they had a Saturday event, and Nitza Nakos was there and Priska King was there. The community is built through her team, most of them. And they started to do the presentation. and it's a GDE3. Sorry, I don't have his name right now, but he's a pastor as well. Okay, and he started the opening and he prayed that Harold, not Harold is already announced in the Old Testament as the bringer of heal and use and whatever. And I thought to me, I was standing a bit outside and I heard that, and I thought, oh my goodness, what shall I tell them down there? And they danced, they were amazed, like you do it in the Let's Go weekend as well, a big party and a big community business. So I went on stage and said, okay, as I got it, it's about religion so far. A lot of Christians are in the house. And there is one story in the Christian history which is amazing. And it's as well not about money. The story is just about making people free, happy, and believing. And that's the story of Jesus of Nazareth, right? This man stood up as a strong believer, and now you have Harold on the page. Thank you for that, Michael. He stand up with an idea who supports anybody who wants to join. It was the same there, and he started in a true and honest way to present his ideas and his story and his message to the people. And he started with, as you all know, with 12 people so far, if you look on an affiliate system front line, right? And 2,000 a few years later, he has a destination in each country, in each city, in each small, whatever you call it, around the world. And that's called church. And there is still always in different ways the same message out to those members of this family. And it's a good one. It's a message of respect. It's a message of love. It's a message of believing, taking care for each other. And if I take all that and combine it or compare it to Karatbars, there is no question left. Absolutely no question left. It's nearby. It's in a way very, very similar. And that's why I love this company. Okay? And if we do that and take care and look for the success and support to others, we earn money, and that's law. That follows us. Ask Michael, ask Patrice, ask Liza, Dante, Maxine, Rodney, Tanisha, Sherry. That's it. That's what Karatbars stand for. And that's what I love to support from the bottom of my heart. Looking forward to see you at one of our next events or maybe webinars. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting us. We love you.
Guys, hit the plus sign or the applause buttons and for Mr. Thomas Valet. And look, before I let you go, Mr. Valet, I've got to let our senior partner, Mr. Tybes, say hello to you and anything that he wants to sort of close us out with. We won't have Q&A today. I wanted to carve out all this time for our communications director and let him hear this. There's one thing I want to say before, as I bring Mr. Best out. I was trying to monitor the chat room, and guys, here's some training. Here's some win the Mercedes-Benz, decide whether you want to have the car or the gold, get a Rolex watch, be a top producer, top money earner training right here. Here it comes. Get your notepad. Here it comes. Stop trying to ask technical questions when the real information's coming. Man, my God, look, guys, you keep missing it. Network marketing is not some little thing on a notepad and like A connects to B connects to C. Mr. Thomas Valet literally told you when he heard Harold Seitz speak, hair stood up on his arm.
That's it.
It's the heart.
Here
you gotta build the business from your heart. You can learn every single technical thing in this whole company and never make a dollar if you don't get it in your heart. It's not, are you in Karatbars? It is Karatbars in you?
That's
and
it.
You don't get Karatbars in you by knowing how to operate the back office. You get it from listening intently as this man speaks. I didn't bring him here to get all these technical questions answered, albeit they're important. They're not the most important thing. Now, how did I learn that? I learned that from our senior partner, Mr. Ty Best. So, Mr. Best, I know how much you love Thomas Valet. I'm going to kick it over to you, sir, to say hello to our communication director.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Valet.
Hey,
good morning, Mr. Dalco. Good morning. Say hello, Ms.
Good
Valerie.
to see
Good
you.
morning,
Mr. Dalco. Good morning, Mr. Valet.
Good morning.
I'm Val.
Hello, Valerie. Hello. How are
guys,
you doing?
Look, what a great
morning.
Look, we're doing wonderful. We're doing wonderful. I just want to say thank you very much for your time and thank you for a timely message. I mean, you brought it home. And look, as I hear you talking about how you and Mr. Seitz got started, he take one side of the street, you take the other side of the street. I just fell out laughing. I said, that's the difference in our CEO and all this other stuff that's going on in the world, is that they understand where we are because they've been there. Okay, let me say this one last thing about Valet. Val, you want to add anything else?
Oh, I really enjoyed the talk. Very informative. I mean, looking forward to when everything lifts up, be able to meet you in person.
let me make this one clip. I want to say one thing just to solidify everything you just said. And thank you again for that. Look, Val and I have been in this industry 37 years. Understand, 37 years. Karatbars is the second longest we've ever been in any company in 37 years. Understand that we're over 6 years now in Karatbars. Why are we here? Okay, because that gentleman you just heard this morning, Mr. Thomas Valet, because he's here, because Dr. Harold Sykes is there here. And what you're looking for is a company that's solid, that you can trust what they say, and everything Dr. Harold Sykes said he's going to do, he has done. Every single time we have an issue that needs to be resolved, we can get Mr. Thomas Valet, and it is resolved. Folks, that's all you can ask for from a company. And then we have the kind of leadership that you've been hearing from the Matthew Taylors to Dr. Patrice Gordon, the Delcos, all that leadership here at Wealth Builders Worldwide to help people. Mr. Valet said it best. What did he say? You got to help other people. When you help them succeed, you will succeed.
That's it.
The simplest thing my wife and I have ever done. And that's all I want to add. And I'll say one last thing too. On the pre-call, Mr. Dalco, when he talk about beast mode, I said, I'm excited every day. But he said, be in beast mode every day. I went to myself, oh my God, I don't think I'm in beast mode every day. I'm a beast, but I'm not in beast mode every single day. God bless, what a great call. Thank you, Mr. Valet. Back to you, Mr. Dalco.
My pleasure.
Team, what do we say?
Ahoo.
Thank you, Mr. Best.
Got any final words for us as we close out? And guys, thank you in the chat room for such kind words to Mr. Valet. Any final words as we close out here, Mr. Thomas Valet?
I have a suggestion, if you like. I can shortly get over all my colleagues from the sales team in front of this camera. Are you interested?
Fantastic. Yes.
Hold on a second.
Let's do that. As he's pulling them in, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a couple of announcements so we can collapse some time here. That is amazing. You see, you always need to be on the power call. Thank you, Mr. Best, Ms. Valerie Best, for your comments today. Next Level Networker Boot Camp coming up this Saturday. Go to www.wbwevents.com and get your tickets right now. Also, get your t-shirts. I know you guys are hating on my AHU t-shirt. Go to shop.mywbw.net and get your t-shirts. And here they are. So let me go ahead and stop the screen share.
This one?
Oh,
sorry, we have to speak in the microphone.
My goodness.
Yeah, hello, here we are, everybody. Here we are. Norbert, Jana, Marius, Jürgen, everybody is here in the office. Hope you all are doing. Oh, this is a nice crowd. Wonderful, great.
And
yes, the chat is going on. Hello. Hello, everybody.
So Norbert, Norbert, go slowly. Introduce yourselves again.
Yes, we are here in Stuttgart right now in the office. No, we have to go here in this one. You have just to speak in this microphone.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you hear us?
So Norbert's going to be with our special guest on Saturday. So Norbert, say hello. I mean, Jürgen, say hello to everybody, Jürgen.
Spiel nicht rum.
Jürgen?
So do you listen? Do you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, let's see like this. We only can do it like this. Yeah. Everybody gets his earphones right now. Now everybody stay here, stay here, stay here. Damn, they're running away. Okay, I wish you all the best. I do my German webinar tomorrow. It's just a presentation, business presentation on Tuesday evening. And you know, all the colleagues are away. This is Thomas, he's waiting again. I wish you all the best. Have success for your future. I wish you all, we all love you. Have a good time.
Norbert,
thank you.
Norbert,
yes.
Somebody wants to say something to you. Dr. Patrice, you want to say something here to Norbert?
Well, Norbert, we would like to, first of all, we want to thank you from the field and throughout Karatbars world, and particularly Wealth Builders Worldwide. Thank you for all of your support and stepping up and giving us these regular live webinars that have kept us in contact with all of the developments and the information and the soon to come products. We really appreciate that because that gives everything, gives us a sense of urgency and everything taking place live. So on the behalf of all of us in Wealth Builders and even with Lady Lisa, my dear wife, we thank you, sir, for all that you all are doing, and Thomas and Harold as well.
Hey,
thank you very much. We appreciate it.
You got anything in German you can say to him?
In German? Okay. No, I do it. Can you speak German, Patrice? Yeah, we do it bi-weekly or weekly because we realize the field has to be informed, either in technical stuff, either in organizational stuff, either in vision, everything. The field has to be informed, and we do it right now. We started it 4 weeks ago. and we will do it now weekly and bi-weekly, so that everybody has a possibility to get to calls, to get the latest news. The most important we upload in YouTube, though that you can rewind or even send the link to other guys who have been on sick leave or on holiday, whatever, that they can see the updates, though that the field is absolutely well, let's say, informed, that they bring the right information to the right people, that there are no rumors, either bad or good in the field, that you're really good informed, that you can improve the business as usual. And even does Thomas give me that? Because 4 weeks ago, I bought gold for me personally, for my daughter and for me personally. And today I got it from Kasha, I got my 20 gram. So today I got them because I believe I'm 6 months with Karatbars, believe me, 7 months now. And before this, gold was just good in a Rolex or in a wedding ring. And now I see it's realized to having fine gold in cards is the best you can do for yourself and for your kids. Thank you very much. I have to work now. I have to prepare all these links. I now have to start work. Now it's 6 o'clock. I have to prepare some links we want to post tomorrow for the Robert Kiyosaki event, which starts on the 21st. And I have to start preparing a little bit my webinar. It's in German. If you speak German, you're welcome. But I also will record an English one. Just a straightforward company presentation, really easy to understand in English. I will be recorded and put into YouTube, I think end of this week, beginning next week. Very simple, just for a glimpse how the company and the business goes. So now for all, I give back to my dear colleague and friend Thomas. He's standing beside me. Michael, I thank you very much for the opportunity to get into this group. Everybody have a good time. See you soon. Next week, in 2 weeks, or in the next live or online event. Great time. Thank you much. We love you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Yeah, that's what he said. We are talkatively. Okay, it was a pleasure for me to show you my dear colleagues, and as well here, since Norbert and Jürgen joined the company. I mean, you all know Markus Brutschko. We are a bombastic team. I don't know how to describe it. But it's like buddies, working with buddies, straight ahead, straightforward, supporting you in the field, and you will be amazed as well in the next week what else comes up to make life easier for you as well in educating people. And I'm totally happy. Sometimes I ask myself, okay, we should stop getting more and more such guys in, because maybe I'm off work because nothing is left to do for me. However, it was a pleasure. Thank you for having the possibility to be here, Michael. My personal thanks to everybody, to anybody of you, even to the prospects today who are in that call just to listen. What is it about Karatbars, and what are the circumstances? What is the offer? As Michael Delco says, I want to finalize it with it. There is no reason to have no Karatbars gold savings account. We are totally transparent. We are totally free. You don't have to invest a dime if you don't want to. Of course, we have opportunities. It's a business, of course, but you can get your success just by following our mission and vision and a sensible, sense-making way to save gold and to educate people on that. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for supporting us. Looking forward to meet everybody of you live, online at the next event. Don't let yourself become crazy on that Corona thing. Don't do that. The last few flu things happened as well, and we're still here. Okay, it's I think it's more politics than health. It's not. I don't say that it's not dangerous in trouble, but stay tuned, stay focused on what we do. Let's get our message out there to as many people as possible. And I'm looking forward to hug you latest in Vegas or maybe in Atlanta. I would love to be there, but Mike has to arrange it with Mr. Seitz.
Absolutely.
And have a good time. Have a wonderful day on your side. We are running in the evening now. And thank you for being a part of this big team and this big family.
Thank you, Mr. Valet. And I want to thank all the participants of the call today. Thank my amazing moderators for helping pitching in here and making this call outstanding.
Right.
Thanks to our senior partners, Ty and Val Best. And to all of you guys, thank you for attending. We will stay right here on goldrocks.info. We've got a presentation coming up next as we close out the power call. You guys will see you tomorrow on the power call.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
We love you, Thomas. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Love you
so much,
too.
Mr. Valet.
Jerry, bye.
See you in Stuttgart one day.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
What they said.
I believe Kansu Hotep Atum is our presenter today. Is that right, Brother Kansu?
I was not aware, but I'm absolutely ready because it's scheduled to be on.
Oh, okay. Who's the presenter today? Ms. Glaspie, who's the presenter today?
I thought council was Saturday as well.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so who is our Monday? That's right. I apologize, Brother Kansu.
So I'll take it.